Hello, I am Mike of New Love Dice. This is the Kerbal Space Program. I have changed things up a bit. You'll notice, first off, that I've got rid of pretty much all the visual mods, which should speed things up a bit. Everything is now up to 100% because I have actually changed from being a career game to being a science game because I just cannot be bothered with money. Because I'm just playing around at this point. I'm not trying to do anything terribly serious. I've gone into IND and I've used the cheat menu to put myself about to where I was before, and I've just realised that that's not actually going to quite be right because oh, hush you. That's not quite right because in this game there's all sorts of things I haven't done. So I haven't done my first orbit, and I haven't done any of that stuff. So I feel, but never mind. This is moderately close to where I was, and yeah, I could zero. What I might do is zero out my science. Right, so we're still trying. I'm still wanting to get into orbit, and I still haven't quite managed that yet. That's currently where I am, and also I've yet to get the science that I want to get. This thing, the Science Junior. So I took that up into space before and lost it basically. I was not able to bring it back home because it's too delicate. So maybe what I need to do is put a heat shield on this for once. Bring this down quite a bit. I'm unlikely to need it all. Might as well chuck our parachute on top while we're at it. So two things I want to do. I want to finally get that Junior Science from space, which I haven't yet. Oh, that's not bothersome at all. There we go. I thought I'd hit construction and I hadn't. So that's what I want to bring back down. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it actually. I can't remember how big an engine I started off with. So this is going to be Miss Swivel. Good. And then that. What was I trying? Oh, I was trying to hit shift and then go. Oops, like that. Why is... Oh, okay. Right, so that needs to go in its own debris. Now that should be bloody plenty of Delta V. That should be more than enough to get me into orbit. 155 is quite small for a thrust. So what alright, let's put some fins on this thing before I do anything else. I want that one. I always like this one. Hello. Mass affected 25 degrees. I'm going to go for that one. Whoop, that's wrong. And I'll do my usual thing of making sure that's pitch and nothing else, and that's yaw and nothing else, and then I'll see if I can't even them up a bit just by doing that. Now theoretically 3.3 484, that should be enough to get me into orbit. That really should be. Now my thrust to weight ratio is under 1.5, so I'm gonna, if I remember how to do this, I'm gonna chuck on some boosters. I've got some big boosters. I think we only need those. Those should be sufficient. And it's gone up to in 3s, which I did not want, so that's fine. Take that away, go up to 4. And there we go. No, not quite, not quite. It's a bit, it's clipping into the trick is to make sure I'm grabbing the radial decoupler. There we go, that's nicely positioned. And we'll chuck some nose things on that because it looks neat. I don't know how much it helps, but it's supposed to. Where's aerodynamics? There's aerodynamics. Chuck some nose cones on that. There you go. That should be more than enough. I should have just that should be ridiculous amounts there. So we're going to move. That's wrong. That's not what I want. I want those to be there. And there. Nope, I don't want that there at all. I want that. I want that there. And those in there. So we'll start off with quite a high thrust to weight ratio, but that'll cut down fairly quickly. In fact, I could bring the thrust limiter down so it's the initial thrust isn't so ridiculous. Although interestingly, all that does is that reduces my delta V. Well, that's quite interesting. So maybe we'll just leave it. I can always adjust the throttle on the way up, even though that's not terribly realistic. Orbit question mark 2. What else have I forgotten? Do I have any more scientific? I don't think I've got any. Oh, well, we'll chuck one of these on. And I'll chuck one of those on just in case. Make sure we've got a pilot on board. Oh, that's interesting. You start off with 5-star everything. Oh, that's going to make life a lot easier. What might be nice is if I was able to take up 2 people, 1 pilot to go up and 1 scientist to go up, because then I could maybe reset the Science Junior. So I'm going to get I'm going to get some science which I don't deserve, which is going to be first orbit and a few bits like that. I'm going to try and not feel guilty about that. What can I do with hyper-edit actually? Let's forget about what I can do with hyper-edit. Get rid of thermal. Get myself set up. And off we trot. Everything's a lot faster. Oh, and we're spinning. Why are we spinning? We are spinning for some reason. That was, don't know why that happened. Okay, so we're going to be going this way. In fact, I'm just going to spin this back to where I normally am for ease, where the red line is down the bottom. That's what I'm going to do. I honestly do not know what happened there. I just suddenly started spinning. Maybe I'd set up something wrong with the those boosters. Anyway, we need to be more like this if we're going to go on a relatively sensible... Oh, we're already on... Oh, good lord. We're already going to be in orbit. What is going on? What? What is our trajectory like? Our trajectory is like something really stupid. Okay. Can we make... We can add maneuvers. Right, let's do that. Oh, what did I hit? I wanted apoplepsis. And then we will just add lots of... Oh, no. Right, I'll bring that in so that we're more or less... circular. Right, we don't have to go for the burn just yet, so that's alright. Well, I'm just going to use the fact that I can do this and go towards the maneuver node. That was a really weird launch. I'm just really... What? Right, I'm needing to go now, so I'm going to put on a little bit of just right. Basically, I used a little bit of rocketry just to give myself some maneuverability, so that I could use the vector maybe. Well, I'm getting to orbit, but this is really weird. I honestly don't know what happened there. Like I was just suddenly I was like, yes, your periapsis is your apoapsis is now 80 kilometers. It's like, hang on, when did that happen? Do I have enough delta V? I think I do. Yeah, I've got enough delta V. This is the wackiest orbit I think I've ever been on. Alright, so we've now got ourselves a bit of an orbit, and our apoapsis height is now stupid. Alright, it'll do. Well, we're in orbit, so hurrah. I notice I'm not getting any, world record things there, which is exactly what I thought should happen. So we'll observe the materials bay. Grab that science. We're going to grab the mystery goo. And what I'm hoping is I can now keep 2 mystery goos. I could possibly EVA at this point. In fact, I will. No, I don't think there's actually a huge amount of point in EVA at this point. So he's just going to go back in. But he could go out now and get the stuff. But because I've decided to bring us down with a heat shield, we should be okay. So well, I tell you what is possibly worth doing. Now here's the bit where technically speaking, there's a few things I don't know whether what I'm getting, because I can't remember which of these I've already got. So as I go over different biomes, I have the opportunity to get out and do another true report. So currently over water, now we're doing shores. We'll just EVA and get EVA report. So we missed the shores with EVA, which is understandable. Bored anyway. So what I'm actually going to do what's that thing? Crew report while in space. Okay. Do crew reports not count? Oh, crew reports are just in space. It's only the EVAs that count. Oh, okay. So if I can get this really quickly, no, I've already got that. I didn't catch the that biome quick enough. Now, what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to just go back to the map view, because I'm just going to warp here. Basically, I don't want to land at night, because landing at night's boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume... No, maybe I'm not going to assume that, because I just got some science I didn't already get. I don't know. I need to work some stuff out. Probably at some point what I'm going to do is when I think I'm about... when I think that I've essentially done all the experiments that I had done before, then I will zero out, use the same cheat menu that I got to get my the amount of nodes unlocked the same. I use the same cheat menu to get rid of the excess science from doing a lot of these things the second time. Well, for the first time in this game, but oh, never mind. I could have just started a whole new thing, but I couldn't be bothered. So because I don't want to land at night, I'm going to go here. But actually, I'm going to stop right now. We're going to do... See, now the question is, cliffhanger, have I left enough ablator on this heat shield to not die when I burn up and get back into the atmosphere? That's an interesting question. So we're going to find out that out next time. So thanks very much for watching. Do hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed these videos. Come visit the Updice at theupdice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. And until next time, reach for the stars.